All right, it looks like everyone's here, ready for some magic over in the Discord. I am your friendly blue mage, Azoreign. Thank you for joining me here as we go live on YouTube. I appreciate you. Yeah, just make sure to hit that subscribe button as we move closer to 2,000 subscribers. When we hit 2,000, I am going to do a giveaway. I'm going to try and make it a nice big giveaway. I'm thinking maybe like a commander deck, some collectors, packs, but that won't happen until we hit 2,000 subs here on YouTube. Make sure to follow me on everything you see. Whoops, where's my... right over here. So you can join my Discord if you want to find out how to play games live streamed as you're about to watch. You can just chat with other people. If you want to just stay up to date with your magic decks and just building a community, you can follow my Mox Field if you want to see the decks that I have in paper. But with all that being said, I know that you're anxious. I'm anxious. We are going to go ahead, jump into the Discord, and get started with our game for tonight. So again, thank you for joining. I appreciate you, and let's get started.
Because it's only the backside that you're making an 8-8.
We are
Yeah, well,
live.
I would wait until you flip it to respond, obviously. I'd want to see what it is first.
Sure.
The host is speaking.
Yes, we are live. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
I'm excited to get a game of Commander, and I got old faces but new decks. I've never played against Octavia or Kaust. I have played against Johnson's Yorvo, but I'm assuming he's changed it a little bit since I've last seen it, so I'm excited to see these decks.
Yep.
Well,
Changed it a little bit.
you guys know how we like to do things here. If everyone's ready, I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to get started. We don't like to have any downtime here. So
I'm down. Let's go.
If we're ready, I'm going to
Jump
shuffle
over.
3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow. Okay.
Second.
Looks like I am going first. First time in a while.
Typical.
I'm going last, so we'll see what that bodes.
We got Captain Poland and Omega MTG in the chat. Evening all. What's going on? All right, I'm going to take a look at my starting hand in that case. All right. Oh, all right. I'm good with my starting hand. I'm going to go ahead and keep that.
I'm probably the most scared of your deck, honestly. Eminence is a deeply fair mechanic that's never been abused ever.
Yeah, Eminence is broken. I'm still tweaking the deck. Like I'm still trying to figure out how to get the deck over the hump of my wizards are all 2/2s with no evasion. So, you know, the deck usually does a lot of value stuff, but then it's like, where do we go from here? So that's kind of I'm still testing the deck. It hasn't been played too much, but I do like Eminence. I like wizards. I like Eminence. Grixis is not my favorite color pairing, but we'll see.
Good luck.
Everyone have their starting hands?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Captain Poland, tonight would have been a great night for a voting deck. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I was actually
Unfortunately, I don't have enough.
Excuse me. I was thinking about building a voting deck a while ago, and I just looked at all the voting cards, and there are certainly some good ones, but then it's like you kind of get through the 8 or 10 really good voting cards, and then your deck is just chock full of like the not so good voting cards. So, okay, if everyone's ready, then we are gonna go ahead and get started. Is everyone good?
Yep.
All right. I'll draw my first magic card. Play a Path of Ancestry tapped, and I'll pass.
Nice.
Alright. I will draw. Play a plains, and I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I will draw my card. I will play a forest. I will tap that forest for a Utopia Sprawl, enchanting my forest.
Ooh,
And
We got
choosing
some
green.
Okie doke. I will
Make sure you
draw.
want to choose black. Make a Golgari.
Mm-hmm.
I will start things off in an island, and I will pass the turn.
Ooh, the dreaded island go. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Draw.
So she totally has an Inalla in hand, waiting for those turn 2 soul rings.
Exactly. You got me.
All right. I'm going to have to go mountain, and then I think I would like to tap 2, and I will play a Nightscape Familiar. I will not scry off of Path of Ancestry, because Nightscape Familiar is just a little zombo, and then I will pass.
I'll draw. I'll play a plains, then I'll tap 2 for a Talisman of Impulse. And I'll pass the turn.
Nice. I'll untap. I'll draw. I will play another forest. Then I'll just tap 3 and I'll get my commander out.
Dang, turn
He enters
2,
with
Yorvo.
4 counters, and I'll pass.
Cool. Draw. I will play a snow-covered island, and then I will tap 2, and I will cast a Compelling Argument. So target player puts the top 5 cards of their library into their graveyard. I'm going to pick myself. So I mill an Ash Barrens, a Gitaxian Probe, a Deep Analysis, an Una's Grace, and a Charter Course. And then I will pass the turn after that.
Very strong.
Make sure you get the
early
8
turn.
instant sorceries in your grave.
Mm-hmm.
How many do you have now?
I have 5.
And what was the name
Oh,
of the
wow.
card that you played there? Sorry, I was distracted. I had to.
No, that's
send a
okay.
message.
Compelling Argument. It is a draft chaff common from Amonkhet.
Got it. All right. See, but that's just cool. Like, when are you ever going to play that card besides, like, right now? So I'll...
Exactly.
This or an the alternate commander from the Owls of Thunder Junction is a deck.
Mm.
That one also likes having specifically multiple different costs amongst instant and sorceries in a yard.
I'm going to play a Drowned
And I think a
Catacomb.
multi deck will like that as well.
Yeah, but it's like, how often do you play, like, a common? And especially in a deck that cares about instants and sorceries, and it's got cycling. It's a cool card.
Yeah, I was going through my cards building the deck, and I found it, and I was like, this is perfect, because you can cycle it, too. So even if you don't use it, you can dump it and still up the count.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I actually need to play Dragon Skull Summit. The other land would enter tapped. But after that, I'm going to go ahead and tap 2, and I'm going to play a... Actually, no. Sorry, that does work for what I wanted to do. Sorry, you guys have seen a lot of my hand. This enters tapped. Tap 2. Play Watcher for Tomorrow. Watcher for Tomorrow is going to be discounted by 1, and then I'm paying 1 for the Eminence. So it's got Hideaway. When this creature enters the battlefield tapped. So they're both tapped. When it does, I'm going to look at the top 4 cards of my library and exile 1 face down and put the rest at the bottom. Then when Watcher of Tomorrow leaves the battlefield, I put the exiled card into my hand.
Cool.
So
So you're immediately going to get free +1 at the end of the turn once the token dissipates.
Yes. So
Very nice.
4. Let's see. Okay. Oh, shoot. I should have scribed with Path of Ancestry. Whoops, that's my bad. Let's go ahead and exile that one. And then for the token... Interesting. That that one's not as cut and dry. Go ahead and do that one. Rest go at the bottom. I will go to combat, and I'm just going to swing one at Thea because you are almost ready to cast Octavia.
Yeah, fair. I figured.
So one at you. I will end my turn. Inalla will have me exile my token copy of the Watcher of Tomorrow, and that card that I exiled will go to my hand, and I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. There was nothing to see too well, but that's fine. I'll tap 2, cast Talisman of Unity. Then I'll tap 2, cast True Identity. Since Shama was set that with Disguise, that doesn't matter at this point. But says whenever it or another permanent I control is turned face up, I scry 1, then draw a card. This ability triggers only once during each turn.
Nice.
And with that, I will pass.
Alright, untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play land for turn, and then what I'm going to do is I got 4. I'll tap 4. This doesn't really help right now, but I kind of need just to draw an extra card. I'll cast Armorcraft Judge. When he enters, I draw a card for each creature I control with a counter on it. So it's just 1. So I will draw 1 card, and then I will put a counter on Yorvo for a green creature entering.
Yep.
And then I will swing 5 at you, Thea, since you are open.
Okie doke. I will go to 34.
I'll pass.
Alright. I will untap and draw. I will play an Ipnu Rivulet for my land for turn. I'll tap 2. I'll play an Ornithopter of Paradise, and I will pass the turn.
Very nice. Alright. Untap. Upkeep and draw. Okay. Well, let's see. Armorcraft Judge is a 3/3. So I'm kind of almost hoping that I Johnson will block my Watcher of Tomorrow. We'll see.
I mean, you can also just keep bullying me.
Yeah, but I want the card that's exiled under it, so I will go to combat. Thea has an O2 blocker, so I'm going to send 2 damage at I Johnson.
I'll block. Why not?
Hey, wow. All right, Watcher of Tomorrow will die.
So maybe you shouldn't block, considering he says he wants the card?
We'll see what he gets.
What a guy. All right, put that in my hand. Go to second main phase, and I will play a Dragon Skull Summit. It will enter tapped because I do control a swamp or mountain. And I think we're going to just do a little bit more setup here. So 2 Talisman of Dominance, and then I'm going to tap 3 and play Molten Echoes, naming wizards. Molten Echoes says that whenever a non-token creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield, I make a token copy that has haste. And then I exile it at the beginning of the end step. And then
So you're trying to make
So-
2 extra.
So is that any time anyone casts any wizard? Because my deck has like a wizard
No, just his.
substitute.
under your
Just-
control.
Oh.
Yeah, just wizard his
Yep.
control.
And then I went to combat, and I will pass.
Untap, upkeep. Okay. Not liking the lack of lands that I'm drawing, but that's fine. I'll tap 4, losing 2 life thanks to my talismans for a green and a red, respectively. Bloop. To cast 10 Street Gossip. It's a 4/4 Vigilance mana dork that I can tap it at a green and a red. Spend this mana only to cast face down spells or to turn creatures face up. And with that, I will pass.
Alright.
I think a
On
very slow
tap.
start this game. But that's fine.
Upkeep, draw. Ooh, not what I wanted. But 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Not much I can do. I'm gonna tap 3. I'm going to get out Kami of the Whispered Hopes. If one or more counters would be put
Oh,
on a
geez.
creature I control, that many +1 are put on it instead. So now, does Yorvo trigger before he sees, or does this benefit him? So I would put 2 counters on him.
Yorvo triggers on entering the battlefield.
So I feel like Kami would see it, right?
Yes, Kami
would.
will see it.
Alright.
Yeah, because it's already on the battlefield.
So I'll put 2 counters on Yorvo. He's a
Yorvo's
7/7.
7/7.
And
perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Yeah, well-
Well, I only sent 1 damage at you.
I'm gonna swing
Yeah,
at
you're
you.
really not the thing I need to stop.
I'm gonna swing at you, Jared, for 7.
Yep. Do I want to lose Nightscape Familiar right now?
Probably not, I would think, right?
It's early enough. I'm going to take the 7. Go to 33. 7 Commander from Yorvo.
With that, I will pass.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, and then I will do the privileged mono blue thing of playing a Ghost Quarter. So that will be that, and then I will pass my turn. The good old-fashioned draw go.
How much mana do you have right now, Thea? Draw card for turn?
I have 5,
Copy.
but I mean, I'm not probably, unless you do something like egregious, I'm probably leaving it up to deal with the Yorvo
What?
if it comes at me.
I'll play a swamp as my land for the turn. I will also tap 2 for Impact Tremors.
Ooh,
That is not an island.
that's gonna do damage.
Just a little. That's kind of like the
I love
theme
what
of
he
how
said.
this deck deals damage, because, you know...
Yeah.
my
Oh, I
creatures
know.
are just so
I
tiny.
have a bird deck
Uh,
that has it in there.
Oh, the whiteness has moved to the other side. So, okay, we'll put those there. Okay. No responses, Thea, from the Impact Tremors?
Nope.
Okay. I will then tap 1 from Path of Ancestry. And I'll just pay 1 here for the Eminence, and I'm going to play a Dowerport Mage.
So 3 will enter.
Yes, 1 will enter from the Eminence copy, and then 1 will enter from the Molten Echoes copy.
Yep.
So Dowerport Mage just says whenever 1 or more other creatures I control leave the battlefield without dying, I can draw a card.
So
Excellent. The
we'll
insect is
take
not
3.
dying.
Yes, and then he has a pay 2 and tap ability to return another target creature I control to my hand. I don't think so. Okay, so I will scry because I tapped Path of Ancestry to cast Dowerport Mage, and I will bottom that. And I mean, they're just 1, 3. Oh, you will all take. I'm assuming you all took your 3.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I took my 3.
Perfect. Yeah, there's not much more I can do. Lemonie's got a 4/4. Johnson's got just hit me for 7. I mean, Thea's got an 0/2. So I guess just to get damage in, I'm actually going to send. I'm going to send both of these over at Lemony. So Lemony, you can. Well, no. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
block one.
want them to leave, so I draw.
Yeah.
Question. Does Dowerport Mage, when these Dowerport Mages get exiled, do they like see themselves getting exiled, or am I just going to draw 1 card?
They would see each other, but not themselves, because it says other creatures.
Okay, then yes. Then I'm going to send 2 damage at Thea. You can block one of them.
Alright, I will do that.
Then I will go to my end step, and both Molten Echoes and Inalla will have these creatures exile. So I'm going to draw
1, 2,
1,
3,
2, 3,
4.
4.
4
Right,
cards.
Okay, that's what I thought was going to happen. Okay, perfect.
Dang.
1.
What a draw.
And then I'm done. That was my turn. 2,
Untap,
3,
upkeep.
4.
Well, it's a land, but Entos.
I'm gonna leave those up there. That's my spell count for Octavia,
Perfect.
just so that way people can see it.
Hey there. Got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Which would you say is most annoying at the moment? The Molten Echoes or the Impact Tremors?
Probably
Well,
the
the-
Molten Echo.
Probably, honestly, the impact tremors because that's going to deal us damage. The Molten Echoes, I mean, he's
Yeah.
making little things so far. I don't really see that as much of a threat if he makes like 3 little things. I'm about to play an 8/8 that can make other things 8/8s. So,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I will be taking 2 damage for another red and green. Some more, and I'll cast a Decimate. Destroying target artifact, creature, enchantment, and land. So for the creature, I will target the Kamiya Whispered Hopes. For the enchantment, I'll target the Impact Tremors. For the land, I'll target the force with the Utopia Sprawl.
Bang.
And then for the artifact, sorry there, I'll have to kill your Ornithopter Paradise.
I think
All right,
a
well, then-
good
a lot of
card.
other
I'm going to respond to that then. Because I kind of need the
Well,
mana. I'm going to,
so hang on.
yeah.
Technically, you can't really respond after target's
I-
declared, or
You declare the targets when you're casting the spell.
okay, all right. I just want to make sure that was being played.
You
properly.
can't respond after I've declared the
Yeah,
targets.
targets are declared.
I'm going to cast a
Okay, then.
neutralize targeting the Decimate.
I was trying to get rid of some of the problems, but oh well.
Well, I need the Ornithopter because I'm kind of crimped on mana. So if you want to target a different artifact, then I won't use the neutralize, but I need the Ornithopter.
Are there any other artifacts on the field that aren't my mana rocks? That's the question.
I have one.
Which is, oh yeah, you have talisman. Yeah, fuck it. Screw your
So-
talisman.
Well, hang on.
Right.
All right, hang
Whoa,
on. time out.
whoa,
Targets
whoa.
were officially
If-
declared. They
Yeah,
upset
yeah,
the
yeah.
counterspell, and then you changed your target.
You can,
No, that's
you
fine.
can't
I
do
was
that.
giving me the option to, but if
I said targets have been declared. Yes. I'll
Yeah.
Counterspell. Okay, well I'll change.
well, no, she was like, if you want to change your target, which is why I was saying the other, but yeah, if you rather keep as is, then I'll keep as is.
In the future, if there's anything that's gonna happen like that, I feel like we need to make it that I have a counter. You can change your targets instead of I'll play a counterspell. Oh well, in that case, after I've declared, I'll change it.
No, we can keep it. That's fine. I'll counter it. I don't really care either way.
Yeah. So just
I
in,
just
in the future.
Didn't think to give him.
Alright.
I just didn't think to give him the option
Right.
before I did it.
Alright.
Oh, that's my turn wasted. Pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Not a land. That's fine. I got Kami, which will give me 1 mana that I just need. I will tap 5. I'll play Nisa, Who Shakes the World.
Oh. boy.
Planeswalker.
Ooh, okay.
Forest can tap for additional green. And then nothing triggers off that. But then I will do the +1 ability. So she'll go to 6. And I'll put 3 counters on up to 1 target non-creature land. And then untap it. So I'll untap this forest. I'll put 4 counters on it because of Kami of the Whispered Hopes. And now it it becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with vigilance and haste. That's still a land. So I guess I'll go to combat. And we are going to swing got no trap.
Remember who protected your land.
I know. Or Kami, you mean?
was
Land
gonna
and
destroy the
army.
Utopia Sprawl land as well.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I can't swing at you there for that.
I think Decimate is a great card though. Like it does so much for
Yeah,
4
absolutely
mana.
is.
You destroy 4 opponents.
I'm going to swing.
The only problem is you can't cast it if there aren't 4 targets for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to swing 7 at you, Lemony.
Sounds
Yorvo.
about right.
And then I'll swing my forest at you, Jared.
Yes. I will
I'll
go to
take
block
7
with
command
Nightscape
damage.
Familiar.
Okay.
And then if I'm doing this correctly, I will pay 2 and regenerate Nightscape Familiar. So the next time that it would be destroyed, instead tap it, remove it from combat.
You
That's
are.
correct.
And then. So I still got my land here.
All your forests tap for 2 now, too.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll just pass with that. I'll, pass.
Alright, untap. Upkeep. Draw. Cool. I will tap 3. I will cast a Frantic Search. I'm assuming everyone's tapped out, so I'm assuming there aren't any responses, but feel free if you have like a Fierce Guardianship to stop me.
I have 2 green mana still floating around. But I will not do anything.
Is everyone good with
I am
the
at
Frantic
the
Search?
FS.
Yeah.
Alright. Draw 3, and I will discard a... Ooh, this is toughy. I will discard a Lorien Revealed. And an Open into Wonder. And then I will untap 3 lands. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I will tap 2 blue, and I will cast Octavia, the Living Thesis.
Nice.
It costs 8 less to cast because I have 8 instants and sorceries in my graveyard. It has Ward 8 and Magecraft. Whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, target creature has base power and toughness 8/8 until the end of turn. And then I will pass up. Actually, sorry, hold on. Didn't play my land for a turn, right? Yeah.
We did
I
not.
don't think so.
Okay, then I will play an island for turn and then I will pass.
Oh no, another island on the field. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. I'll play Smoldering Marsh. I have 2 basics, so it will enter untapped. Sorry. Reverse. Play an island. Sorry, I forgot I calculated what I needed for this turn. Don't play that. Play an island. Because this deck is quite blue hungry. Okay, Thea's got 3 open mana.
Like I said, this is like a resource economy, so unless you do something like crazy egregious, I probably won't counterspell.
We'll go ahead and tap like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Path of Ancestry tapping. I'm gonna try and play Zami, Lady of Scrolls.
Yes. I will allow that.
Alright, appreciate it. Not paying for the Eminence because it won't matter because Azami is legendary. Azami will create a token. You will all take 2 damage. The legend rule will go into effect. And I will obviously choose to keep the real Azami. And the Molten Echoes token will be sacrificed. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I will scry 1. I will bottom that. All right. Oddly enough, I think I'm just gonna pass here because I think it's gonna work out best for me to just pass. So Lemony, you can go.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Ew. I've been eating something like you for a bit. So I'll tap my Hid Street Gossip and one more to morph a code face down. I don't feel like digging out my morph tokens right now, so I'll just use Fist. Congratulations, you're morph 2/2. Yay. I'll tap a white and a green. That's my commander. And I'll pay 1 life for green, then colorless. I'll cast a Rampant Growth, grabbing a forest. And with that, I will pass the turn.
Very nice.
Alrighty. I will untap. Upkeep, draw. I like that. Alright. What I am going to do is I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, because I think it'll tap for 3, 4, 5. I'll tap
Yep.
5. I will get out a iridescent horned beetle. So this has, at the beginning of my end step, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each counter you've put on a creature under my control this turn.
Yep.
Stays.
Yep.
Alright. With that, Yorvo will gain 1 counter. Go to 8. So that's 1 counter.
We'll gain
on the
2.
creature. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, 2. So we'll go to 9. So that's 2 counters I put on this turn. And then I'll do Nisa's +1 ability. She'll go to 7 loyalty counters. And I'll put 4 on target land. Well, it's 3 + 1.
Right.
So
And that's the Kami that's
and then-
allowing you to get an extra counter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, this is a very good turn from Mr. I. Johnson here. with
So
that
I will
horn
go
needle.
to 6 counters total I have put on creatures. So I got 2 lands. I'll enter combat. I'm going to swing my Yorvo your way, Jared, and I will swing. What do you got over there, Lemony, for blockers?
I have 2 2/2s.
I will swing my 2 forests at you. There are 4 4s.
So here's how. I would like Yorvo to not go at me, and that's all I'll say. I mean, I could just regenerate the Nightscape Familiar, but
Yeah, why don't you just do that?
I'm just asking if Yorvo will not come my way.
He's got to go at somebody's way. If I go at Thea, she might be able to kill it. I don't know what she'll do.
It's working. The blue player open mana mystique.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know how you feel, Azoreign.
So you're confirmed. You're coming. You're coming at me.
You know, screw it. I'll swing at Thea.
With Yorvo?
Yeah, I'll swing at you with Yorvo.
All right, then I
I'll
will
let
cast
you do
2.
something.
I'll cast Reality Shift, targeting Yorvo.
Okay.
Oh,
In
what's
response,
becoming an 8/8?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! In response, he's got a response.
I'll tap my forest for 2. So I guess it'll leave combat now.
No, it's still
No, I
already
guess
declared an attack.
It's still declared
okay.
as an attacker. Now it's just tap.
I'll
Hold
cast.
on, Octavia also has a Magecraft trigger.
Yes.
Are you're Lemony, are you going to block his 2 forests? Because I can make your creatures 8/8s.
Oh, Octavia can make any creature an 8/8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says
If you
target
make,
creature.
if you make my face down to 8/8, I'll block one of the forests with it.
Okay.
Do you want...
So,
well,
still-
go ahead, I Johnson. You have a response.
In response,
I'm going to
I'll
target
cast-
your face down with Octavia.
Okay. I will cast Tamio's Safekeeping, giving my Yorvo Hexproof and Indestructible. So you can't
That's
target
me. I'll be blocking the untapped forest with my what is now an 8/8, and I'll be taking 4 from the tapped forest.
And can I respond to that by tapping my forest?
Yes.
Or
you
no?
can.
So like I can tap it before, and then it just
Yeah.
or
Well,
But
then
it's-
it will go
but it'll
away
still
at the end of
die.
combat anyways.
Yeah,
It'll-
it will still die, but you can tap
Okay.
it for mana.
Alright, so I'll tap it just for the 2. But then what happens there?
2 will go
So-
away the 2 mana goes away at the end of phases. So once
Yep.
your combat step ends and goes to main phase 2, you'll lose
It's
out
gone.
on that mana.
Okay.
Taco Tony, that is iridescent horn beetle.
Alright, so so I gave my Yorvo hexproof. Does what happens now?
The reality shift fizzles, but Thea's Magecraft ability went on the stack to make Lemony's thing an 8/8, and then
Yeah,
I think
is she
damage
blocking
happens.
Yorvo though?
Right.
Yeah, is damage happening? So damage.
Yeah, I mean, damn, I screwed up. It's okay though. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, I'll take 9.
And then Forest dies. She takes 9. I will then go to my second main phase. And I tap my Forest for mana. So I have 1 mana through Kami, and I can't really do that with anything. So I'll just go to my end step. Now at the beginning of my end step, I will create 6 1/1 insect creature tokens.
Dang.
And then with those 6 entering the battlefield, Yorvo will gain 12 counters because they double off of Kami.
Holy cow.
So 12 plus 9, he's a 21.
Harrow back in the chat. I have not seen or heard from Harrow in such a long time. It's so nice to see your name pop up. How's everything going for you, Harrow?
Okay. And with that, I think that's all I can do. I'll pass.
Okay, so what's the plan?
You're the blue player. I was hoping you had one.
Well, not really.
I mean, I do have a way to get rid of one thing off of everyone's board. Yours, mine, his, and his. In my hand, that I can use on my turn, but again, it has to get a non-land off of everyone's board.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna tap 4. What is Nessa's loyalty at?
She is at
That's a
7.
I think she'd be at
question.
8. Oh, 7.
She's at
Alright,
7.
I'm gonna play a Talran Sky Summoner.
The good old boy.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Get
then
some Drakes out there.
I can't. Yeah, we also don't want Nissa to ulti, but I don't have anything I can play.
Nissa will not ult next turn, so.
Yeah.
She needs at least 2 more turns.
I'm going to pass after that.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to be a friend, but as well as you all know me, I'm not really everyone's friend, so we'll see how this goes. I need to pay 1 life to add a blue, and I'm gonna play Airtight.
I thought you were the
Resurrected.
friendly neighborhood blue mage.
I am the friendly blue mage. So I'm gonna play Airtight Resurrected. Let me pull it up for stream. Now Airtight has flash and he has an enter the battlefield ability. I am not paying the eminence, but the molten echoes will trigger to make another one. You will each take 2 damage. The legend rule goes on the stack, so I'll sacrifice the token copy. Oh shoot, you know what? I was actually thinking that I had an extra for the eminence, so Johnson, you're saying Nissa will not,
She will not trigger next round.
because
She ulti's at 8, so
She's at
She'll
7.
get to 8, yes,
Yeah.
next round, but she won't
I think
trigger it.
Yorvo and Nissa are probably the takeouts, or the iridescent horn beetle.
I'm going to destroy Yorvo for sure. So Yorvo will be destroyed, and then Johnson, you will draw a card.
Sad, but
Now,
predictable.
I'm debating on what I want to use my second.
Even when I didn't even attack you. That's so sad.
That was what I was holding up in case you did attack me.
I would have protected him. I would have been fine.
You would have. So
Yeah,
here's
but
the
then
thing.
they could cast Horse Spell in response to you trying to protect your guy then.
If
But
learned,
I mean, it makes sense, you know. Sadly,
if I
it
learned
makes sense.
anything from our friend Lion, is that you have to bully the blue person into a corner. So Thea,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
will destroy Talrand unless my spells are safe.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything to that.
So I'm not saying we'll put a limit on it. So I'm not going to say don't counter a single spell for the rest of the game because that's too much. So I'm going to say I would like 2 turns of immunity from you affecting my stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. But
Alright.
also, if it's something like game winning, we can't, like, you can't back me that far into a corner. Like, I'm willing to, like, give you some immunity here, but it can't be like if you're on the verge of winning,
Okay.
right?
I'll make that deal.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
can't be like you just cast Sensei's Vine Top with
Anyways, I think for the
Apex
next 2
Reservoir
turns,
and Balls of Citadel on the
Mhm.
field.
I think for the next 2 turns, anyways, we have a pretty common enemy. So I'm not
Who's
super.
that?
Who knows?
I wonder.
I'm just your green player out here. You know, that's the worst color out there.
I just feel bad kind of
Almost like Mana Drain's
I
the
Johnson
strongest.
with both creatures. I Johnson, what do you want to
Don't
keep
feel
more,
bad.
Nissa or the Horn Beetle?
Well, if you don't target Nissa and you target the Horn Beetle, I can take out Nissa on my next turn.
Ugh. I'd rather you target my horn beetle.
Alright, I will destroy the Horn Beetle and you will draw another card. Then also before
Oh, fair.
my turn, so just making sure you each took 2 from Impact Tremors.
Yep.
I did.
Yeah.
Alright, then
Yep.
I'm going to tap 3 untapped wizards and I will draw 3 cards.
Oh.
I will untap. I will upkeep and draw. I'm going to play Smoldering Marsh. I do have 2 basics. Probably should keep the colors, so tap 1 Soul Ring. That's so. All right. So again, I'm gonna play out this turn under the understanding that I have immunity from Thea unless I threaten to quite literally win the game. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So it's. Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of math to account for 1, 3. Okay, that should work out. I'll pay 1 life. And I'll play Viscera Seer. Molten Echoes will make a copy. You will each take 2 damage.
Yeah.
I like this.
I will say, killing us is probably not in your best interest. So you might want to limit the amount that you play because he has 12 beetles.
I have 6 beetles.
Oh, that was the counters. Sorry. Yeah, never mind.
I am then going to tap Airtie. Well, I should probably go to... Well, I can't get through on any of you. I don't think. Thea's got huge creatures. I could probably get through on Lemony, but I think it's just worth it to keep going with my stuff. I'll tap Airtie to Azami and draw a card. I'll tap 3. Nightscape Familiars coming in quite handy. I'm going to play Ruthless Technomancer. Ruthless Technomancer, I will make a copy with the Molten Echoes. When Ruthless Technomancer enters the battlefield, I can sacrifice another creature. If I do, I create a number of treasures equal to that creature's power. So you will each take 2 damage again. With this Ruthless Technomancer, I'm going to sacrifice Airtie. I will make 3 treasures.
Oh no.
Then with the token copy of Ruthless Technomancer, I'll sacrifice the original one. But before I do that, I'll tap him and draw a card. And then he gets sacrificed. And I'll make 2 more treasures. Okay, that is... Alright, I will sacrifice 3 treasures. Nightscape Familiar again, just coming in absolutely clutch. Sacrifice 3 treasures. I'm going to play Waterlogged Teachings. Search my library for an instant or a card with flash and put it into my hand. I do not have to reveal it. Where's what I'm looking for? Okay, we will just go ahead and do that card. Shuffle. Cut it like this. So I've got 2 mana left. Perfect. I will then tap all of these wizards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will draw 5 more cards.
Oh wow.
2, 3,
He's
4,
got
5.
I've lead, guys.
I've got a ton of cards. Dude, that's
He's got the
zombie
card
for you.
lead. Can you hold all those? Do you have?
I do have a maximum hand size, so I will have to discard. But
Okay.
for my next trick, I'm going to... Whoops. I will sacrifice the token copy of Viscera's Seer to itself. Scry 1. Bottom. Sacrifice the token copy of Technomancer. Scry 1. No. I will sacrifice the Dowerport Mage. Scry. Nope. I will sacrifice Izami. Scry. I will leave that one on top. And I will sacrifice Nightscape Familiar, and finally I'll sacrifice Viscera's Seer to itself.
He wanted a clean board state.
I'll pay 5 and play Living Death.
Oh.
In response, I'm going to counterspell that.
In
Like,
response,
that
I'll
would be an-
counterspell your counterspell by sacrificing my last 2 treasures.
Egg.
Counter War.
I think
Yeah.
that might actually just straight up kill me. Depending on how many
Yeah,
creatures
me
you have in your
too.
grave.
Oh. Yeah, that is true. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Viscera's
Because he's
Seer.
going to make copies of all of them when they ETB with Molten Echoes.
Yep.
Yep.
Even the legendary ones will have a copy, even
I
though
will-
the copy will die.
So these will
that's-
die.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
But
9.
my horn beetle will go onto the battlefield. Yay.
Captain Pullen, I'm
my
channeling my
face
inner
down.
Lyonix.
My face on code was a Crimson Cloud shape.
Alright,
Or
how
cloud
much do we
scrape,
take?
by the way.
So I'll have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Exactly.
13 damage.
Because these will each have token copies. Zombies will get sacrificed. Dowerport Mage has one. Ruthless Technomancer has one. Airties will get sacrificed. And then Watcher for tomorrow will have one. The Ruthless Airtie will enter. I'll destroy Nissa. And you'll draw a card. And then for the other Airtie entering, I will destroy the Horn Beetle. And you will draw another card.
And all the tokens have haste too.
What if I choose to not enter mine until you entered yours?
They all... I'm pretty sure yours enter first and then mine enter.
No, I'm last on
They
the
all enter
deck.
at the same time.
I have...
They all enter at the same time. Effects are put in the stack in return order and resolve in the reverse.
I
This
did
is
not
So
think
I
was gonna
Johnson's. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, this is
have this one.
basically a game because
I did not plan on doing that. I quite literally had zero plan in my hand. And a zombie basically, when I drew those 3 cards right before Thea's turn, I drew Living Death. And,
You all thought I was the guy.
well, okay, I didn't have anything in my hand to do this. Until quite literally my upkeep was the Technomancer to give me the mana I needed to go find a counter spell.
You don't have to explain yourself, man. You don't have to explain.
All right. Then,
So are we doing another one, or is that it?
so the
that was less than an hour.
The
I'd say
token
we
copies
can do it.
have haste. Johnson, do you want to play this out? Because I think it will.
Can you kill me here? I mean,
don't
just
think so.
swing
It's
if
gonna
you
be.
can.
It's gonna be 1, 2,
Oh, sorry.
4. It's only gonna be 6 damage.
All right. I want to. I want to
Well.
still play this out.
Yeah, that's fine. Finish, and then we can do another one. I
Alright.
thought we were just done then.
I'll
I didn't
tap-
realize you had such few power.
I'll tap 4. and
I
draw
might
4.
die, but I just kind of want to see. I got a
And,
couple of things.
For heads up, the answer to at least one thing from everyone that I had in my hand was unexplained absence.
Mm.
Azoreign, do you want to tap all your tokens before they evaporate to draw with the zombie, just for like the ultimate
I just
hilarity
did.
of that awesome turn?
I just did. So yeah,
Oh,
Hi Johnson, you're up. I'm in discard.
Alright, I will
2,
untap.
4, 6, 7.
I'll keep draw. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. I still got my Nissa up. I'm gonna play a forest. I'll tap my forest for
I'll
2.
just keep these 7 and discard.
With one of the pips, I will play my Soul Ring. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap 1, 2. And I still got one off the forest. So 1, 2. I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap 5. I'll just get out my commander there. I will put a counter onto Nissa, untapping a land, putting 4 counters on it. Or sorry, 3. Now a creature with haste. Yorvo enters with 4 counters. And then I got 3 mana. I'll tap 3. I'll just bring out this Colossal Majesty. I still got 2, but I'll pass there.
Yeah. So you just have Yorvo.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, in my hand I have Archetype of Imagination, give all my creatures flying, swing out. I have over 16, I think.
Okay, I'll
1.
cast
Over
Hearing
10.
Haze.
Bro.
Rude.
I don't have a counter spell, so Archetype of Imagination will end. Alright, if
Oh,
now
don't
I
get
gotta
the-
actually play my turn.
I mean, I'm sure
You
have a counter
thought-
spell, right?
You thought you could kill me
I'm-
off creature damage? Come on,
It's okay.
man.
You'll take 2 for Archetype of Imagination entering.
Sure, yeah. If you could get more creatures in, you can kill me off your your
So
Your other
I
thing.
I mean,
got-
don't you have a counter spell in all those cards you drew? You didn't see one counter
I-
spell to stop it.
He thought he didn't have
I
to.
only run 2 counter spells in this deck.
Oh.
Put that. Yeah, I didn't want to like make it a priority to like counter a bunch of stuff. Like this is just kind of meant to be more creature based. But let's see. Not
I have
played-
definitely learned my lesson with creature.
Oh, you don't have a
damage.
Glenelendra Archmage in there?
I don't think so.
Sir, you underestimated me. Huh?
It's okay. Token copy of the Archmage of Imagination. I mean, I just need to play the cheapest things I have, right? So you're at 8.
You just need to play 5 things, yeah, and you'll win.
2.
Just 4 wizards, actually.
Well, so Obscuring Haze. I can cast... Oh no, I think I got it. Okay. So, 1 paying 1 for Eminence. I'll play Naban, Dean of Iteration. So it will enter. You'll
3.
take 3 damage because it will go
Right.
Molten Echoes.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Yep,
and-
yep. No, we got it. We got it.
No, I was forgetting.
You're gonna
about
pay
that.
1 for him. Oh, but
I
you,
did.
it's too late.
I paid 1 for Naban, so
Yep.
he's a legend, so these will die.
This way. Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
pay 1 and another 1 for the Vidalcan Archmage.
Alright, so 3 more.
So
1, 2,
that-
3.
Is 3. And then I'll pay
I knew it.
my last 2 for Warren Soul Trader, and that will just
And
be
that's 2.
1, and that's exactly 2.
Wow.
I knew I was
What a
right to be scared
play.
of your deck.
Oh,
Come on, man. I
oh,
want to.
no.
Dude, if I had one more turn, I don't know what would have happened. I kind of want to. Can I play it out?
Sure.
I kind of want to play it out. Alright. So I would untap everything. I would draw 2 because of Colossal Magic. I draw 1, and then I'd draw 1 more. And then I would play my Forest, and I would alt Nisa, and I would get all my forests onto the battlefield. Oh, I guess they would all be tapped, so
Which
it wouldn't
list
have-
are you alting?
wouldn't- who shakes
the
the
world.
world?
Oh, I
So
thought
she-
I destroyed that with Airtie.
With what? Oh, did you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when was that?
Yeah.
When I Living Death.
Oh. Okay. Well, then I didn't know that.
Taco
Shoulda
Johnny
told
play
me.
more Living Death. Captain
Living
Planet
Death for
fan of
president.
Living Death. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're turning into Randy over there, man.
I know. This
The
is
frick.
quite the Randy deck for sure. Oh,
Living
we-
Death for president.
Are we playing same decks, or are you guys changing your
no,
decks?
if
I'm
you would
switching.
like, you can switch.
I'll switch.
Are we going up or down? Because I can go up or down. It depends on the mood.
Yeah.
I don't know which direction I'm going, but I'm going a direction.
Probably.
Like, I can stay at the same level and play Athreos, or I can go up a level and go to my mono black deck.
Yeah, I also do want to say it is 11. If we do want to do,
I'll
another
go
game,
more faster play.
Yeah, I would appreciate not being here for another 3 hours. So if
Yep.
you guys want to
All right, then
I'll go
mono
grab
black.
a deck
here.
here.
I mean, this deck is fairly aggressive from what I
Wait,
please.
mono black? Should I play Seraph?
I think you'll
No?
be fine with Athreos, to be honest. I don't know what I.
Oh, okay. That's fine. You said you want it quick, and the mono black deck is definitely the quickest deck I have. So,
No,
but no, Athreos is not long. It definitely won't be a 3-hour game.
Captain Poland. I spoke with Bionics over the weekend. There's 3 cards that he helped me kind of change out. So Urza
What'd
is
you think?
waiting on 3 cards to come in the mail.
What'd you think of Yorvo,
Dude,
Jared?
Yorvo was terrifying. I was not ready
Your
for
was an
Yorvo
ouch.
to be a 9/9 on turn 5. You hit both Thea and me. The only reason that Thea and Lemony were weak was due to the impact tremors. So I'm actually curious how the game turns out if Thea doesn't counter the decimate and lets it go through and destroys my impact tremors. Because without that, Thea and Lemony are both alive.
Yeah, but
true.
without it, I would have been completely screwed. Like, pretty much out of the
Except
game.
not really. Except not really, because I don't think you tapped that Ornithopter Paradise once since my turn.
Well, I think they wanted it to turn it into an 8/8. Like, that was the plan.
Yeah, it's evasive, it makes mana, and it's a flyer, so, yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Another thing that you did not do once since my turn.
I did tap it, actually, to cast the counterspell that got counterspelled for the Living Death, so I
So
did use it once.
that's why, like, you know, like, I made the deal, like, unless I can win the game, and so I drew the Waterlogged Teachings, and I kind of figured that if I just dumped a Living Death, it was gonna get countered, so that's why I specifically went for counterspell with Waterlogged Teachings, because I kind of assumed it was gonna get countered, and I had exactly 2 treasures left. Yeah.
I knew how many creatures you had, and I knew if you successfully cast the Living Death, I would die. So yeah, that I didn't fight. That's why I didn't want to just carte blanche, because that would be an insane deal to make. And also, like, I want to try to at least stay in the game. Like, I don't want to just throw the game. That seems like a boring.
I want to just roll over and die.
Like, I feel good that I died because at least I tried to stay in, right? So it's like,
and again, if I were truly channeling my inner Lyonix, I would say, Thea, don't even touch a single spell, or I will kill Talrand right now, and I wouldn't even give the option. You know, unless I win the game, it'd be like, Talrand's gonna die unless you let me do whatever I want.
well, then I would have just let it die then at that point. It's not worth letting you steamroll over me, but I figured if I could extract a concession, I would try.
Yeah, and that's why I've tried to make Talrand work in a few decks, and it more or less always goes down that way, with especially Lion. It's just Talrand's too good, kill him. And so Talrand has made his way out of a lot of my decks.
Yeah, honestly, like, I like the deck. I think it was just a little too slow. Like, I think it requires a lot more setup than... I mean, I got there, so it's not bad. I just think it requires a lot more setup than I'm used to. A lot of my decks are pretty, like, linear. I mean, my mono black deck does require setup, but it's also a linear strategy still. This doesn't feel as linear as I'm used to, which is why I bungled. Honestly, if I could have counterspelled and killed... I could have counterspelled, but I tapped the mana wrong. I could have counterspelled the Tameo Safekeeping. That would have saved me 9 damage. So that was honestly the thing that totally doomed me, I think. But again, it's my first time playing the deck, so it's okay. Like, it's just like a little unfamiliar quirk.
I mean, to be honest, like, you say that the deck was really slow. Like, the first 2 turns you milled 5 cards, and like you were able to play Octavia for like 2 mana very early. You had control, you had ways to make tokens with Talrand, you had the Ornithopter Paradise, like you said, for evasion purposes. I think your deck actually played very well. It's just my deck on 1 turn, my last card I drew was Living Death, and the next card was Ruthless Technomancer to make me all the mana I needed. So it's kind of like it was just a perfect hit for me, you know.
No, 100%. I definitely feel like it definitely has a slower play pattern than I'm used to overall. That much for sure. Like, I'm used to just sort of going, and yeah, no, I mean, I think I did well. It's definitely something I'd have to take a look at. Like your deck, it's definitely something I still want to play around with. But it's nice to have a deck that's mostly combat oriented and isn't super combo based. It's just nice to have something else to challenge myself with.
Right. Well,
for me, my deck just has slow start. Like, for the longest time, I only had 2 planes and 2 talismans.
That being said, I'm gonna shuffle the turn order 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right, looks like I'll be.
And I did not move at all.
I am down
I
to
moved
go
1
first.
position.
Is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Almost. I'm just finishing shuffling.
I'm in. Should I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll draw my card. Ooh, that's nice. But I don't think I'll. I don't think I need it right now. I'm gonna play Mirrored Landscape and Battlefield tapped. I'll pass.
Draw. I'll play a tap, Disintegrate, and pass the turn.
Taka, what am I playing? I'm playing Galazeth Prismari. Artifact,
I will.
token, Spellslinger.
Cool. I will play a Marsh Flats. I'll crack it. Lose. Reset your life total, I think.
Oh,
Now I'm starting at 31.
I'll get a God Shrine, I'll shock it in, and I'll play my first of many Shadowborn Apostles.
oh, that's 400.
Oh my.
Wow. You lose one game, you start the next one at 400. Alright, Faye, I'm good
Not
to go.
400. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So I'll take 2, pass after that.
Draw. I'll play Fiery Islet.
Can you type in your command, Octavia?
I will tap
Yeah,
Fiery
I'm gonna
Islet,
do it in a
lose
sec.
a life, and play a Wayfarer's Bauble, and I'll pass.
Indestructible is good. Why? Whenever another creature you own dies or turns, yeah. Interesting. I'll untap. I will draw. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Command Tower. I will tap Command Tower. I will play Soul Ring. I'll tap Soul Ring, tap me a landscape sack, and go get 2 lands, and I'll pass!
Hey now.
Alright, 37. Yes. Athreos, God of Passage, X Shadowborn Apostle.
Isolate Chapel tapped and passed the turn. Feels
I'm
so
sure,
slow compared to everyone else.
Lemony, I'm actually
what?
working on a new deck, and one of the best creatures in that deck is probably going to be Sidar Kondo.
Oh, he's so good. Like, sometime last year the year before, I forget which, I made a deck that was Sidar and Jeska, Thrice Reborn.
Mm.
That was all about one-shotting people with my commander.
Faye, it is also your turn.
Oh, I'm. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I had things like Assault Formation, it's
Mhm.
Speed Pump spells.
Nice.
Basically just ways to make Sidar lethal with the triple damage after no blocks are declared.
Alright, I will play an Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. Everyone has swamps. I'll tap 2.
Yay.
I will play
What was that last
2 more
turn?
Apostles, and then I will go to combat, and I will swing at you, I Johnson, for 1.
Get him.
And then I will pass the turn after that.
Untap
You
Epidraw.
got me!
Frostboil Snarl. Here's an island. It will enter untapped. And I will just get rid of my Wayfarer's Bauble and go and get a mountain, and I'll pass.
I'm sure Azoreign can tell you horror stories about this Athreos deck.
Up
I think
tap,
Athros is certainly great, but I think it's like a very
Upkeep.
high level, like
draw.
kind of like maybe a little bit like more than I like to build, but I think it's very synergistic.
Play land. Tap. 1, 2, 3. Play Savala. Tap 1, 2, 3. And I'll play Poison Dart Frog and I'll pass.
Using Dark.
Untap, upkeep. Tap 2 for throw so you can pass the turn.
Cool.
I need something that is in the way of. I don't see really anything. It's not basic.
I will play a Swamp. I will tap 3, and since the blue player is tapped out, I will cast my Athreos God of Passage. It is a 5/4 indestructible as long as my devotion to white and black is less than 7. Athreos isn't a creature. It's currently 5, so Athreos is not a creature. And whenever another creature I own dies, return it to my hand unless target opponent pays 3 life. And then I will go to combat. Lemony, you don't have any creatures?
I do not.
Lemony
All right,
or
I will-
myself don't.
I will swing 1 apostle at you, Azoreign, and 2 apostles at Lemony.
Take one.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
gotta
I will
scale grove with
Pass
my
turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play an island and I'll tap 4 for Galazeth. Galazeth.
Here comes the boy!
I will make a treasure, and
You say pass?
I'm debating on whether or not. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna get aggressive. I'll tap and sacrifice my treasure for a skull clamp, and then I will pass.
Ooh. Alright.
We'll untap, upkeep, and draw. Ooh. Okay. This is interesting. I want to play this. Would help me ramp a lot more, even more. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get this person out. Only got 2, and the center's tapped. Or I would tap 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Tap 3. Ooh. It's tempting, but I don't think I need it right now. So I'm just gonna have some fun. I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I'll play my land for turn and tap that for 8.
To get spell on.
No, I'll play a Maelstrom Colossus. I'll Cascade for 8.
Alright.
Into a Sweet Gum Recluse, who also has Cascade for 6.
I think
Into
I'm starting to see a theme in this deck.
Into an Explosive Vegetation. So I'll search my library for up to 2 basic land cards.
And
Just
then
for
both.
everyone
Just
watching,
those will get dropped.
I Johnson can be described in one word. Green.
Green?
This dude plays green like it's his job.
So I think since Maelstrom, who resolves first? Does
Maelstrom?
The Recluse resolves first.
Yeah.
the Maelstrom?
No. Lemonade is correct. The Cascade goes on the stack. Then the
Yeah.
Sweet Gum
Cascade is
Recluse-
on cast. So
Yes.
Okay, so I don't put 3 counters on the Maelstrom, only on the
You do not.
Recluse.
only the Recluse.
Well, no, you cascade with the Recluse first, and then you
got into the
if you had a
explosive
creature, you put the counters on.
Recluse
The
enters the
Recluse
battlefield.
cascade into a ramp spell. Then the Recluse enters. ETB triggers, puts counters on only itself because it's the only creature that's in the battlefield that turn. Then the
Right.
Colossus enters.
Mm-hmm.
Then the stack is empty.
Yes.
Right, so I don't put it on the Maelstrom.
No.
Correct.
Okay, but just the
Yeah,
Recluse
that's
gets it. Okay. With that, I think I will have to pass.
Wow. That's all you could do? Dang.
That's it.
What a bad turn.
What turn is this?
4? 5 for you.
Play for a cultivate and pass the turn.
Come on, Lemony. You can get there. I believe in you.
I'm ramping.
He's
All
cooking
right, I
over
will
there.
have 3. I will play 3 more apostles. So I have 6 apostles. The magic number is 6. I can sacrifice 6 of them, paying a black, to search my library for a demon card and put it onto the battlefield and then shuffle. Athreos is now online, and I will pass the turn after that.
Untap, upkeep.
Giving up as a blocker for the green player.
What?
Exactly, an indestructible blocker.
I'm just gonna tap 5. I'm playing a little slow too, so I will just play a Bone Horde Dracosaur. And then I'll pass.
Alright.
I love it. I will untap. Upkeep. Draw. We'll play my land for turn. And then... how do I want to do this? I can tap for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that could work. Or I can have some fun! I always love a good fun.
I know you want to activate spell. I'll just do it.
I know! But I'm not going to. I'm actually just going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think I'll play Roxanne Starfell Savant.
Ooh.
When she enters the battlefield, I will create a tapped colors artifact token named Meteorite. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna call it the Power Stone. And when it enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target, and it has add 1 mana of any color. So, let's see, what do we got? What's 2 or less out here? I know the Shadowborns. Anything else?
Sorry, when you create a tap, blah, blah, blah. It deals 2 damage to any target. No, my creatures are 3/4 and 5/5.
Okay. I'll just shoot at one Shadowborn Apostle.
Alright, do you pay 3 life or I get it back?
You can have it back. And then I'll add, alright, and then I can tap artifacts for double mana basically. Whenever you tap an artifact token for mana, artifact token, add 1 mana of any type that artifact token can produce.
Got ya. Okay.
Alright, so I will tap. I got
Only
1, 2,
that card
3.
were red, blue. That would be in this deck 100 times over.
I'll tap 3. Tapping Svella. I'll create an Icy Monolith. Just to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 more mana. But I can't really do anything with that 5. I'll just swing a 7. What do you got over there? I'll swing a 7/7 at you, Azoreign.
Yeah. Go to 31.
Payback for last game, come on.
It is. I'll pass there.
On top, I keep draw. There's Swollen Marsh. I'll tap 4, cast Hedron Archive, and I'll tap 4, one of the floating will remain as I attempt to cast Battle Smasher of the Fierce. 2,
There
3,
we go.
whenever I cast my first spell each turn, Battle Smasher deals damage equal to that spell's converted mana cost to an opponent chosen at random. And with that, I'll pass my turn.
What is that?
Alright.
Nice.
I will play a Reliquary Tower for my land for turn. I will recast my Apostle.
Nice.
I will... I'm debating what I want to do. That Roxanne is a little bit annoying.
It's only to artifact tokens.
No, the Roxanne's annoying because I literally have to do either act now and take Athreos offline.
Right, by sacking your whole board, it makes Athreos not a creature.
I mean, can you not Apostle at Sorcerer instant speed? They're in
I
response to
can.
Roxanne trigger?
I can. It's just... It also stalls my end game too.
Because I could shoot the apostles.
So
No,
I've not been paying attention to chat. Played your Caesar deck, made your opponents fear you with 2 spells. Big creatures.
Azoreign
huge
knows what I'm
creatures,
talking about.
creatures.
I have no idea.
Found Ratadravig. Yeah, Lion played Ratadravig against us on his stream last Friday, and it totally wrecked. It's a really good card, Taco.
Well, actually... You know what? I'll go for it. I'm going to sacrifice my 6 Shadowborn Apostles. That will trigger Athreos, so you can, Johnson, you can pay any multiples of 3 up to 18 per Apostle, or I get them all back in my hand.
How many do you have to sack in order to trigger that ability?
It's
6.
And
I'll
sacking
take...
is part of the cost which you cannot respond to.
What?
I said sacking is part of the cost which you cannot respond to.
Right. I think I'll just use... I'll take 3 damage.
So 1 will go to the graveyard, and 5 will go back to Thea's hand.
Yes.
Yep. And I will search for...
Runescale Demon, use him to grab the cleric that makes your clerics cost white, black, less.
No, that's what I'm talking about. It's a 2/2, so not while Roxanne's out.
Mm.
That would be rather.
I'm
Not-
confused. What are we talking about here? Why is Roxanne such a big deal?
Because when she attacks, she can make a meteorite that will kill a
shadow
very
board.
important combo piece for the not a pop,
Oh.
a different, very important.
I
Combo.
will.
I see.
I will bring out Runescarred Demon.
I love a good
Rune's
rune
good at
scar
Burning
demon.
Rune.
When it ETBs, I can search my library for exactly 2 cards, not
Right, that's Burning
named.
Rune Demon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Burning Demon.
Go ahead. Go get your cards.
Rune Skull is just 7 mana ETB, so she deck for a card and add to your hand. Burning Rune's the one that adds 2 and puts 1 in the hand, 1 in the grave.
Wait, what?
Give me a moment.
Yeah, she gets her 2 cards, and 1 goes in the hand, 1 goes to the graveyard.
Yeah, I was just thinking of a different demon that works well with apostles.
I have that one in my Mimeoplasm deck.
Mm.
Oh, maybe
I'm gonna get-
one card.
Johnson, I'll target you again. Your choice is to you put one in my hand, the other goes to the graveyard. Unburial Rites or Edgewalker, and Edgewalker is the thing we're talking about.
Thea is the master at this, and they do.
And
it
they
all the
both, like-
time, where Thea will.
Yeah,
go
because
against-
the Burial Rites can
Where-
flashback itself to reanimate.
It's gonna
something,
look like it's
and-
your choice, but in reality,
Right.
it's Thea's gonna get what.
It's just
Does any
How many boots
does any
do you want her to
option
go?
slow her down? Slow it
Not
down?
really.
I'd honestly say put the Unburial Rites in the Yorvo just so she only has 1 use of it.
Well, hang
Okay.
on. How much mana is Edgewalker?
So
3.
2-drop. 3-drop, I'm sorry.
It's 3. Okay, so
Either way, she won't play it right now because Roxanne exists.
yeah, I mean, follow
And
Lemoning's
Roxanne just
advice.
threat-
It sounds pretty good.
Alright, so put the Unbarrel into the graveyard?
Yeah.
Alright, there you go.
So that, again, she only has 1 use of it instead of being able to cast it on her hand and then
Yeah,
flashback
yeah.
it later.
Right.
Well, yeah, you would think that, but I have a little sneaky hidden tech for Unburial Rites to make sure that I get multiple uses out of it after all. Alright, so
I mean, that's
I
always
will-
the thing that can be done. It's just based off of the information available to us, putting that one in the yard is the most effective at limiting your choices.
True, not wrong. I will pass the turn after that.
Untap. Upkeep. At the beginning of my upkeep, I exile the top 2 cards of my library: Academy Manufactor and a Soul Ring.
Nice.
I may play them this turn. If I exile the land card, I create a 3/1 red dino. I did not. If I exile the non-land card, I create a treasure. So I will make a treasure. I will tap 1 to play the Soul Ring. And I will tap 3 to play the Academy Manufacturer. Now, how many artifacts do you have, Mr. Johnson?
1, 2, 3.
Too many.
It's 4. Sorry. The Maelstrom Colossus is also an artifact creature. So 4.
4.
Are we going to see a Vandal Blast?
What's your point? What? Why? I don't think I'm the threat here.
No. I'm 1 mana short. You sure you have 4? Can you count them again for me? Because if you have 5, I can do something.
I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Interesting.
Well, I'm also not the threat here.
Sure.
definitely not a
they, sure.
Okay, I will just...
You're the one getting stuff out of your library, tutoring over there.
Tap 2, I'll play Ral Monsoon Mage. My
Otter
instances
boy.
sorceries cost 1 less. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery on my turn, flip a coin. If I lose the flip, I take a damage. If I win the flip, I get to flip Ral into his Planeswalker side. I think after that I will just pass.
So, like, do I want to make more artifacts? What's the
Sure.
thing with that?
I'm not gonna tell you.
What do you got over there?
You'll have to find out.
I am all about artifacts, you know. I'll untap, upkeep, and I will draw. Ooh, it's a nice card. Let's see here. I think I'm just going to. Oh, someone has left chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tap 7. I'll get a Verdant Sun's avatar.
Gee.
I will gain 5 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will go to combat. What do you got over there, Lemony, for blockage?
Just a 2/3.
Okay, I'm gonna swing.
So
Roxanne-
you do have 8 mana. You could activate Svella one more time before combat.
I know, I'm not going to.
All right.
I'm going to swing Roxanne your way, Lemony. 4/3.
Yeah.
And then, what do you got over there, Azoreign, for creatures blocking?
1/3, 1/3, 5/5, 3/4.
I'll swing Maelstrom your way.
Another
7/7.
Well, I'm declaring no blocks.
Yeah, I think that's it. So on attack, I will create another power. I will create another meteorite.
Well, there's your 5 artifacts, Azoreign.
I know.
Thanks a lot, Johnson. You could have done that last turn.
Nope. Do you have anything over there with 2 life?
Who's you?
I think
You, Azoreign.
creature.
No. 3, 3.
I think the only
5,
creature with 2
4.
toughness is the one Shadowborn Apostle on Thera's field.
I don't think she has one. That's a
No,
6/6
it's the burning
demon.
one.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, that's a bunny run. I'm used to there being apostles over there.
I'm gonna shoot 2 to your face, Azoreign,
All right. Go to 20.
because you're gonna do stuff to me. I
Roxanne was
have a
full power?
feeling.
It's not to you. It's something that I can do based on the number of artifacts.
Right, exactly.
It's not.
I hope it's
gonna
not a
hurt
dark
you.
side, because that's banned.
Not in this pod. It's not. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I don't have any artifacts, so feel free to do whatever you want.
With that, I'll pass.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Alright. Cool. I'd say the board's looking a bit cluttered, wouldn't you?
I love a good cluttered
I'm
board.
asking you
One, 2, 3.
not to wipe the board.
Wipe the board!
Don't
Wipe
do
the
it.
wipe the board!
Lemony, I'm
sorry,
asking you
Azoreign, but-
nicely not to.
Okay, fine. I'll just ramp
No,
instead.
do
1,
it!
2,
Do
3,
it!
4,
Don't
5, 6,
listen to
7.
him!
You can wipe the board on my next turn.
No, wipe it now. I don't even care.
Wipe the
Wipe
board!
it,
If
wipe
Azoreign
it.
tells you not to do something,
I get the
why
feeling
would you do
Azoreign
it?
has a. I get the feeling Azoreign has a cow spell in hand.
He does. It looks like he does.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna play it safe and cast Animus Awakening for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Jeez.
However, on cast,
Yep,
Vile
who's-
Snatcher sees that as an 8 drop. Who's taking
Okay.
8? In turn order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Johnson Thayer Azoreign. That is a 3.
No.
Thayer take
Yes!
Let's go.
So Thea's 1, 2. I'm 3, 4. Correct.
Oh right, I'm sorry. No, it was Johnson was 1,
1,
2. Thayer's
Well, I'm
3,
s-
4. Azoreign is 5, 6.
Oh, then Thea gets the damage.
Boo.
Yay.
Dang.
And then I'll reveal the top.
I kind of want to Azoreign to take that. Not gonna lie.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
then I'll reveal the top 7 cards of my deck, and put all land cards revealed this way on my battlefield tap.
This man's already
Since
won
I
a
have-
game.
Since I have
Oh my
at least 2 instant sources in my grave, those lands will then become untapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eesh.
Oh no.
All of that and only 1 land.
I mean, you still dealt 8
That's fine.
damage. Like, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's sad, Azoreign? I
What?
took out my flailing. what
Conqueror's
was it?
Flail.
Yeah,
Mm.
I enjoyed it though. It was a good card.
Yeah, it's a very good card.
And with that, I'll pass the turn.
But I wanted more ramp, so I got
Although,
more
but
ramp.
yeah, Conqueror's Flail is pretty situational, but it's got a really good effect. It's like a
Yeah,
Grand Abolisher, except Conqueror's Flail needs to be equipped.
yeah.
Alright. I Johnson, if I just replay my Shadowborns, are you gonna shoot them?
Yes.
Good answer. Good answer.
But I'm not your enemy.
I think you're everyone's enemy.
Well, you
right
are
now.
my enemy if you're gonna destroy my stuff.
What?
Do you see your board?
Dude, like what's
You're-
wrong with my board?
You're gonna activate Spell on my end step and get something else crazy
I-
for your turn.
I have no interactive. I don't interfere with your boards that much.
No, you
you know,
just interfere with life totals by bringing them to 0.
that's it. That's the
Well,
proper
then I
way to
guess
play.
answering my question is for you then. Are you gonna counter the Edgewalker, even if it means I could try to help stop I Johnson with it? If I promise not to go for a win with it, but if I use it to stop I Johnson?
How are you? I mean, you're gonna do Grave Pact.
Something like that.
But I have such a cool turn. I don't want to be Grave Pact.
Well, it won't happen until my next turn, so you can still do your cool turn, and actually, probably, more likely than not, Lemony's gonna wrath the board anyways.
Okay, as long. I just don't want to be Grave Pact right now. I won't. Mess
No,
with
you won't
Edgewalker. If you don't Grave Pact right now, I won't mess with Edgewalker.
Okay. Yeah,
What?
no, we're good.
What's happening?
They just made a deal with me to cast your.
Why are you
Edgewalker.
making a deal with him? He won last game. We gotta take him out.
It's because she doesn't
Because
want
you
you
didn't
to win
commit
this
to
game.
me. Well, you didn't commit to me not to.
I don't
That's
commit
what's
to
up.
anything. I'm a green player. I stomp things.
Mhm.
All right, I will cast the Edgewalker. So all my cleric spells cost black and white less to cast, which basically means I can dump all of my Shadowborns for free. I will tap the Reliquary Tower for.
Oh wait. So sorry. Wait. Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
The suspense.
I'll attempt to cast an Echoing Return. Also, each one enters individually, so if you want to respond to them, we can. I'm just used to. So, if you have a response, they each enter individually. So,
Nah,
sorry,
I got it.
that's on me. Okay. Alright, I'll cast an Echoing Return, naming
We're still out
Shadowborn
here.
Apostle. I can return target creature and all other cards with the same name as that card from my graveyard to my hand. I will then yeah, actually, I will tap for a black, sacrifice the 6 apostles, Azoreign.
What?
It's up to you.
It's 18.
Yep.
Oh god. You can have 4. I'll take 6.
All right. I will go and get. Razakath.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So even if Edgewalker dies, that's perfect.
What is this guy?
I'm hoping that my turn is as cool as I think it's gonna be, because if I just don't do anything, I'm gonna be really sad because I'm almost dead.
What is this guy?
He's a tutor. He can sacrifice other creatures to tutor.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah, you
why
should
people
use him
think
to get,
I'm
like,
the
roaming
deadliest out
stone.
here. Mine's like
You
you can see what mine does, you know? You know? It's there. It's there
See.
for everyone to see.
I'm just happy I have enough blockers to survive. Whatever the crazy things are that are about to happen.
From
All right.
Azoreign?
From both of you, are you crazy?
I haven't really swung that much
at
at you, Thea. I really have swung that much at you.
All right.
How did you get to that life?
4 more.
You.
Did I?
apostles.
I don't think I did. She had a bunch of Shadowborns that she could block with. So I don't think I played her.
I'll activate Razakath. I'll pay 2 life, sack a Shadowborn. Azoreign, 3, or I get it back.
You can have it back at this point. I'm so low on life.
You don't want to take some extra life there?
No,
I wonder what you're gonna do. Are you gonna like burn us to death?
I don't know.
Is that what you're looking to do, Azoreign? Are you looking to just fireball all of us?
We will
In
see.
mono black?
No, he's talking about my turn.
Oh. I was like, I don't know how I'd do that.
I'm down to see
It's
it.
cheating.
I'm down to see it, Azoreign.
You see,
Trying to look
We-
something big.
we
but-
think it's Orzhov, but it's actually Mardu.
Mm.
Which is
Alright.
gonna somehow cast drain spells until we die.
Are you gonna just like make a bunch of treasures off my artifacts? So that's what's gonna happen.
Who knows?
I have no idea. I'm
Dockside
literally in
is
the dark. here.
illegal, notably. So, I don't think we're gonna see the bunch of treasures.
Oh, maybe find some way to make a hasty with Vira Hellkite. Not with Vira, Hellkite Iron, I think it was. The big fuck off dragon that steals artifacts.
Mm.
Oh, Hellkite?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about, Lemony.
Is that Hellkite?
No.
We have
it's-
Hellkite Tyrant.
Yeah, Hellkite Tyrant.
Tyrant, yeah. So it was a Hellkite.
Alright. I have this hilarious idea, but I am nervous it's going to get stopped, which it totally could because Azoreign has 2 mana open. But I'm just, what are we doing if we're not going for it?
We'll send.
I
we'll
think he has a
send.
bit more than 2 mana open. Because he could also tap the Skull Clamp cast in its own sorcerer as well.
Yeah, I've got 3.
So- 3. Alright, well, it doesn't change anything. This is either going to work spectacularly or just get stopped immediately. So, with the discount from Edgewalker, I'm going to attempt to cast Ellis Ilcor Sadistic Pilgrim.
Oh, but that just
A lot.
kills me faster. I want to have 1 turn. I want to get 1 more turn.
Yeah, no, you'll get your 1 more turn.
Yeah, but with
I'm just
Elos and Razakath and the Shadowborn, is that just Elos Ilcor? Whenever another creature enters, you gain whenever.
So I'm gonna have to go down 1 life to do it initially. I will say, look, I'll be totally full disclosure. What I was going to do is just cycle Shadowborn's tutoring for all of them out of my deck and get you to a low enough life where you can't pay.
Well,
So if you want to stop it, you're more than welcome to, because I mean it's fairly obvious what I was going to do.
Yeah,
So I think you were going to stop it anyways. But
if Elos Ilcor enters the battlefield, you kill me. You
I kill everyone. I
Yeah.
kill everyone.
All right, so then
Like-
I have to tap for 2, and I'll just play. So I'll just play 3 steps ahead in counter Elos.
Totally fine. I don't mind being honest about it because that's what was going to happen. So yeah, no, that stops it. I will pass the turn after that.
All right. Let's see if I can actually do something. Untap, upkeep, exile the top 2. It is a Dak Faden and an Arcane Signet. I'll make
Dang.
a treasure.
He's cooking.
I'll make a treasure, a food, and a clue.
He's really cooking out there.
Yeah, you just
certainly
made food.
trying. Tap 2 for the Arcane Signet. I want to see more cards in my hand. So I'll tap 3 for Dak Faden. I will.
What's the cool thing?
You'll see. I will uptick Dak. I will draw 2 and discard 2. Much gooder. Draw 2, discard 2. I'm gonna discard Storm Kiln Artist. I'm hoping to make use of that, but this. All right, I Johnson. How many artifacts do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 artifacts.
5 artifacts. All right. 3.
Why?
Yeah.
4 artifacts.
And then I need to sack a treasure. I'll play Cavern Horde Dragon.
Interesting.
Then I'll go to combat. And I'm going to swing Cavern Horde Dragon at I Johnson for 6 in the air with trample.
Got a 3/6 blocker.
And so the war rages on.
There's
Oh,
a reason
He's
why
a 3,
you.
the dude's a 3/6.
Yeah, my recluse.
Ooh,
Alright, here, I'll make you a deal. If you don't block with him, I won't kill him.
The-
'Cause you're gonna take damage either way.
Why? Why do you want me to take damage?
Because that's how I make treasures. When I hit you.
we'll make a treasure for each artifact that player
How,
controls.
but what if I block?
I'm gonna kill your thing if you so
Yeah?
not even before
Yeah?
blockers. I'm not even gonna give it a chance to block.
Well, okay, so just kill it then.
No, just don't block and you can keep it.
I'm gonna block.
Alright, then I'll
That's good.
tap 2 and I'll re-sculpt exile the Sweet Gum Recluse and you can make a
Okay.
4/1.
So wait, what
Now you
happens?
just
So what happens?
I'm
you
exiling
make
your
a
creature.
4/1.
Okay, and exiled,
That was only 1 man.
and then
You make a 4/4.
I'll make a 4/4.
Ral Monsoon Mage says, whenever I cast an
Well-
instant sorcery during my turn, flip a coin. What?
Okay.
Do you have a question?
Well, I'm still gonna declare another blocker.
You have another thing with reach?
Yeah, I got a poison dart frog with death touch.
Oh, that's fine.
They'll still deal damage though because of the trample.
Oh yeah, so in response,
But you
I'll
can't-
tap.
But you can at least kill the.
I'll tap 3 and I'll cast Pause of Reflection. I'll prevent all combat damage this turn.
Don't do this to me. This is my cool thing. I
Yes!
got 1 card.
Yes!
I'm gonna prevent all combat damage this turn.
Evens, Ral will transform. Odds, he won't. Odd, I take 1 damage.
I'm obsessed with this. This is the kind of blood
Don't.
feud you get from people that are friends.
I got 1 card in my hand. Bro, I was gonna make 15 artifacts.
Yeah,
Single
I don't need it.
Wow. Wow. Well,
This is the kind of blood feud I can get behind.
dang.
Yeah.
Hey man, you won last game. I ain't gonna let it happen again.
Alright, that's all I got. Pass.
Hey, all right, on your declaration, I'll tap 3. I'll tap Savella. I'll create another icy monolith, and I will untap.
You
Woot
know,
woot.
green players with the fogs. We played last weekend,
I've-
and I got fogged 3 times last weekend, and now I've been fogged twice today.
It's great, isn't it?
No.
That's my version of counter spells nowadays. Alright, I will draw. Ooh, that's a nice card. This is what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I got these can temp for 2 mana. So I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna play Nisa, Genesis Mage. So she has a +2 ability, untap 2 target creatures and up to 2 target lands. I got -3, target creature gets +5/+5 until the end of turn. And then she's at -10. Look at the top 10 cards of my library. You may put any number of creatures and or land cards from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom. Alright. I will then tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. tapping Svella, doing his 8 ability.
Does
So
it cast at the 8 ability?
It will. I can look at the top 4 cards
does
and then
cast.
cast one for free. Yeah, so
Mhm.
it will be able to cast.
Got it.
Alright, so look at the top 4. 1, 2.
Hi, Johnson. I
Three.
just want to let you know that
Four.
I stopped Thea from winning the game to do one cool thing, and then you stopped me from doing my cool thing. And I'm upset about
Yeah, well,
it.
now you know how it feels to be stopped from doing your
Yeah,
one
but
cool
you were gonna
thing.
win.
I
was not
want to
gonna
do
win.
some cool thing. I didn't know that. I thought you were
I
gonna.
haven't
win.
gotten to do anything cool all night.
Lemony.
I will cast Rishkashar's expertise,
Oh my.
and I will draw 7 cards, and then I can cast a spell with mana 5 or less from my hand. So I will draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. All right.
Well, I'm going to have so much card draw.
I'll play land for turn. Ooh. How much mana do I got? All right, I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna tap the poison dart frog for a mana, and then I'll do Nisa's ability, putting her at 7 to untap my 2 creatures and 2 lands. So I'll do command tower, and I guess another mountain. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 mana. 6, and then 1 floating off the poison dart
So
frog.
7.
Alright, so I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the extra 1. Oh yeah, and I'll do that. And I'll tap 1 more for 7. I'll cast Smuggler Surprise. Doing the for spree cost, I did the 5, so I could put 2 creature cards from my hand onto the battlefield, and then the 1 creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn.
Okay.
So I will get out. Ooh, what should I do? I'm gonna get out Hamelback Goliath, and then a Nixon Bloom Ancient.
Oh my god.
And then I'll get 5 counters onto Hamelback, and then I'll gain 11 life with Verdant Sun Avatar.
Fortunately, he's tapped out, so the next Bloom Ancient will have to wait.
That's true. I will go to combat. I will swing my 4/3 Your Way Lemony.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll swing my 7/7 Your Way Azoreign.
I'll block.
I think I'm more Stun Warper.
And then I will create another Power Stone or Meteorite, and I'll just shoot one of the Shadowborns.
In response, I'll sacrifice it.
Okay.
Azoreign, 3 or I get it back.
We're going down swinging. I'll pay 3 life.
And I will tutor.
Don't
I will
get to lose
pass.
your life for that there.
Yeah, I won't.
Nice. Untap, upkeep, roll. Oh. That's nifty.
All right, you guys keep going. I got 1 card in hand. It is not a counter spell. I'm just gonna go use the bathroom.
Cool.
I'm waiting for that wrath we were promised.
Oh, it's happening right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No!
Martial Cool X equals 6 on the cast. It's on the stack. It's an 8-drop. Once again, Johnson's 1 and 2. There's 3 and 4. Azoreign's 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Azoreign is taking 8.
Alright, I should wait for him to get back then.
Yeah.
So long as
Because
this
I'm going to
resolves-
target him with everything and he won't be able to pay.
This is
Well,
true.
he'll be able to pay for 1, but Actually, no, he won't be able to pay. Oh no.
No, he won't. It'll kill him. He's getting dealt 8 damage.
And he'll be at 3.
Yeah, he'll be at 3.
Well, he could pay and just kill himself to Kingmake, but that doesn't seem like him. Anyways, in response to Martial Coup while we're waiting, I'm gonna sacrifice. Actually, I'm trying to think. This is actually good that he's gone, so it'll give me a chance to sort of plan for my end game here.
It's a good run. Got some big boys out. Only got the Nixon Bloom Ancient out earlier. That would
Trying
help
to decide if... Yeah, let's just wait for him to get back because I'm going to target him and I want to do it properly. So I don't want to do it after the fact. Because I would like the Martial Coup Vile Smasher to resolve before I start sacrificing.
Yeah.
In response. I'm just trying to think so I can do. Yeah.
I mean, this was a pretty fast game too. That was good. It only lasted like an hour.
Yeah, this after
soon.
attack, if it goes, it goes, but it's just a little bit glass cannon-y. If I don't get the 6 apostles in time, it can stall. But you're basically seeing the engine in all its unabashed glory. Now you know why Azoreign is so afraid of it.
Oh yeah, no, I see it, yeah.
And by the way, this is my specialty. This combo, I call it a by-road sacrifice, because you're basically down 2 paths, and each path leads to the same result.
Yep.
Alright. Oh.
See, I'm all about those big creatures. And
I
just
love this
working on it.
I love this because it's combo-y, but it's not like you don't see it coming, because it requires 6 of one creature. So,
Yeah,
I
you don't
like
see
it.
mine coming, you know. It's kind of just like out there for everybody to see.
I have to think how I'm going to kill you, honestly, Johnson. You're the challenge.
Hey, I always love being a challenge.
Wrath board or not, I
living
have to
decks
figure out.
that just kind of mesh together like a machine, where certain pieces just kind of click together to make something greater than its whole. Usually by
I'm back.
creating a big hole. Oh, congratulations! You're taking 8 damage from Vile Smasher, by the way.
Again with this?
No, I took it last time.
He did take it last time.
Well, okay, almost took another 8. Alright, I'm at 3.
Okay, so
and then Martial Coup X equals 6.
Yeah, in response, I'm going to sacrifice 4
What is that?
things. I'm going to lose 8 life and Azoreign 3 life, or I get them back.
What happens if I pay 3 and die? What happens to the other 3?
They go back to my hand.
Almost will resolve. We'll go to hand, but yeah.
Okay, so
if you really want to die, though, I don't see how that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to die, pick one, and it'll. I'm assuming it's going to be the Edgewalker.
I mean, so if I die, I help Johnson and Lemony by getting rid of the Edgewalker.
Well, not really. I can just bring it back, and I'm going to get 4 searches.
And then I just die anyway.
Yeah.
But I have nothing. I have 1 card in hand, and it doesn't. Ugh.
It's up to you. I'm not going to say either way. Like, you can make the decision.
I'm going to make you work for it. I'll pay 3 life for Edgewalker to go to the graveyard, and I'll die.
Alright, so then Razakath will die. I'll target you, Lemony. You can pay 3 life or I get it back. And I'm taking 8, going to 17.
I'm taking the 3 for that Razakath.
Alright. So I have 4 searches. I have to think about how I'm going to sequence this. I'm going to get that for sure. That.
What's funny, Azoreign?
What?
You probably could have swung at anybody else, but you decided to swing at me.
I only make treasures based on the number of artifacts that the defending player has.
Oh!
And Thea and Lemony have 0.
I see.
I have 1. I have 1.
You could have made 1 treasure.
You had 5, and I had Academy Manufacturer. I would have made 15 treasures. Or treasures, clues, and food.
So what would you have done with that?
I was gonna cast a Breach the Mother Lode.
Okay, which would have done?
It basically cascades, and then the difference in mana cost from 8, I make that many treasures.
Okay.
The motherload's pretty good.
Oh, it was hit the mother load. I think I had that.
hit
That's the 10 cost, right?
Is it 10? Yeah, it might be 10. 7.
It's with Discover. With Discover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that one in this deck, and then I removed it. I didn't think it was that good.
It's just nice where I can
Depends
tap
on the
my
deck.
artifacts to cast it basically like for free, and then it will
Yeah.
make me more treasures and also cast a spell for free.
Yeah, it makes sense. What's happening? What's going on? Whose turn is it?
There's so
I
many
am
things now.
just deciding on my searches.
Come on, what's going on over there?
I'm deciding on my searches. It's these 4 that I searched for, and I'm trying to decide the sequencing so that I can make sure I can finish this. So we can all go home.
Just kidding. It's okay. It's
You
alright
can
if you
tell that
can't kill me.
Johnson's not a blue player. Green, play fast.
Yes.
Hit. Combat.
Hit.
Play
Pass.
fast. Stop combat.
Play fog. Play fog spell.
Actually, hold on for 1 second.
Little do they know, I have an actual blue card in this deck.
Is it
What
blue hurricane?
card?
Well, it likes to act like a blue card, but it's
Tibalt.
red.
Federal
Trickery.
response?
Yes, sir.
It's Tibalt's trickery.
My 1 counter spell in this deck.
My 1 counter spell, which is red.
Hold on. Trying to figure out what I want to do.
So how would she kill me, Azoreign? What she got that would kill me?
Basically, this Shadowborn deck has ways to loop. It's basically, especially using, there's Edgewalker, there's a card called like the Rot Fiend or the Plague Fiend or something that like makes tokens when things die. I think when like
Is it
clerics
infinite?
die, it's not. I don't remember. Thea would have to say if it's infinite or not, but it's basically, you know, having an effect like Grave Pact or Elas Ilkor or something that drains life, Blood Artist, and then it's sack my whole board, bring my whole board back, play all my creatures for free, sack my whole board, bring my whole board back, sack all my
Sounds
creatures.
infinite.
You take 30
Sounds
damage.
infinite to me.
There are spells.
I'm not entirely sure if I can get there. That's the thing. I have those 4. Those are the 4 I'm going to take. And it will just be a matter of how I can put everything
Your turn
together.
once your effects resolve.
What?
It's your turn once all of your effects resolve.
Yeah. Okay. All my effects are resolved, so it'll go to my turn.
My boys did a good job.
They certainly did.
All right. Okay. Untap.
Oh, you haven't even started yet?
No, that was all because
No,
of
I'm
Lemon's
figuring
board
out.
wipe.
And draw. Okay. I will play a Cabal Coffers for my land for turn. So it taps for 6.
Of course.
So. Okay. So 6 floating. Plus, I will add a white. So I have 6 and 1. I will use the 1 white and 4 of the black.
So you're down to 2.
Yep. I will flashback Unburial Rites,
Okay.
targeting the Edgewalker. So all my clerics cost black, white, less. I have 2, so you both are all tapped out, right?
Yep.
Yep.
He's got 1 mana
Alright.
open, just so you know.
1, 2,
Oh, man, but
3.
not anything I can stop you.
I will tap 1, burn the 2. I will cast a Phyrexian Altar. Okay. I will sacrifice all 3 apostles to the altar for, let's just say, 1 black and 2 white. And Lemony, 9 life, up to, or I get him back.
Nine.
He's taking the 9.
Send them to the grave.
To the grave they go.
Okay. So I will tap 4. I will cast Immortal Servitude, X equals 1. So if that resolves, all my apostles come back.
Unfortunately.
5, 6. All right. I will sacrifice all the apostles to the altar. Lemony, 18 life.
Dang.
I can promise you don't want to take the 18 unless you want to die. Because I have Face Reward in my hand, and I will bring them right back.
Do it, Lemony.
Yeah.
Take one for the
Back to
team.
hand then.
Take one for the team, Lemony.
Nope.
Okay,
Just do
so
what
they
this
all
gets.
come back in. They all come back into my hand. So I have 6
She
floating
can just
in.
keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's gonna get more mana for free.
Yep, I will replay.
Ugh.
You guys has infinite mana now.
Yeah. What is this crap?
Not infinite mana. You can pay.
Pay it, Lemony,
as much
pay
life as
it.
You want,
If
Lemony.
I pay the life, you'll just play that spell, which will give you your infinite mana back.
Right, but then then I can pay the life, you know? Then I have to pay the
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I'll just see where this goes.
Oh
I'm
my
not
Okay.
paying any more life this turn unless you force me to.
god.
Okay, so I'll sacrifice again. You're not going to pay, so So I'm going to stop at a certain point because I have something I want to do. So we'll stop here because I'm going to show you the hidden tech of why I wasn't worried that Unburial Rites was going to the graveyard. I will use 1 of the white, and I will cast a random time spiral card called Pull from Eternity. Put target face-up card that's removed from the game into its owner's graveyard.
Oh.
Unburial Rites, gets put face up into my graveyard.
Oh,
I will use 1 white, going to 4 and 3 of the black.
Hit back Razakov.
Yep. I will use Unbearable Rights again. Bring back Razakov. I will...
Just because I'm probably going to get another chance, I'll tap green and then 6 white to convoke out March of the Multitudes for X equals 4, make 4 more 1/1s with lifelink. They're not going to do anything probably, but
Okay.
that's why I
will
kept the 1 mana open.
Yep. I will play 6 more Apostles. I will sacrifice 1 of the Apostles to Razakov. Do you pay life, Lemony, or do I get it back? Now
Take
it's
it.
only 1, so...
I don't care anymore, just take it.
Alright.
You've already won.
You gave it to her.
Just get your Torment of Hellfire or whatever you're going to win with.
I don't have Tournament of Hailfire in the deck, but what I will do is I will sacrifice all of these. I'm going to get this card. I will sacrifice all 5, make 5 more black mana. Lemony.
Taken.
All right. If everyone's okay with just shortcutting this, I can do that for an infinite storm count. And this is the only way I could
Angels
think
of
of.
Agony.
This is the only way I could think of to beat you, I. Johnson. So if everyone's okay with it, I'll do it for an infinite storm count, infinite black mana, and I will cast Tendrils of Agony and win the game.
Yep.
Well, there you go. It's called an infinite combo right there. That I...
Oh.
You know,
Yeah,
there's no respect with infinites with me, so... But good job.
Yeah, if I did somehow survive, my next turn would have been a gluttonous health type. Or a lot. Because my hand was gluttonous health kite, blood out the sky, Eliasal Core, Proliferate, and Vindictive Vampire. Let me get away from my chips.
Did they
Yeah,
have the
once
game?
Ellis got...
She was
Yeah,
Yeah,
she went infinite.
Infinite.
once Ellis got stopped, the Tendrils of Agony was the only thing I could think of, because the only other like damagey thing that I have is Blood Artist, and I. Johnson, you were at a high enough life total that you could have sponged a lot of the Blood Artist plus just paid and totally shut down the things. So this is the only way I could think of to close the game. So infinite, yes, it requires a lot of setup.
I'd just like to say that I was at a great point where they had to go infinite to kill me, so...
I am sad that I didn't really get to show off too much of either of my decks. At the very least, with this deck, I got to show off basically what it's meant to do.
And
Like
this
big
was
expos that make a bunch of little guys.
this was the choice. This was the other side of the choice. If you had sent 1 or 2 of them to the graveyard, I could have activated Secret Salvage and got all of them out of the deck. So, yeah. GG, but that's the Athreos deck, I. Johnson, so now you know why Azoreign hates it with a passion.
No, I don't hate it. It's just I know I have to kill you as fast as possible, or else that will happen. It is the main creature type. The Shadowborns are tutors. And then the main demons are mostly tutors. Razakath, Burning Runes Demon, Rune Scarred Demon that go and get things like Grave Pact, Elastil Core, Edgewalker, and then it's not infinite. Like the term literally infinite, but it's like technically, technically I can do this 40 times. So it's not infinite, but it kills you,
It does skirt the line for sure. I will say that. I Johnson is right to be annoyed because it does. It definitely skirts right up to the edge of infinity.
Well,
Oh no, you went to infinity and beyond that game.
as
Well,
much
yeah.
as I do want to sit around. Usually we like talk about our 3 cards. This was our second game. It is past midnight, so I think I'll just recap and I just want to thank Johnson, Lemony, and Thea for coming on. I really wasn't expecting to play 2 games, but I think we played 2 games in a reasonable amount of time. Game 1 ended pretty quickly. Game 2, everyone was moving really fast. We all set up, and I think we all did a few things, pretty
2
cool
games
things.
for the length of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. We're just over 2 hours. We played 2 games. So again, I appreciate you guys for coming on and being a part. That was 2 really solid Commander games that I'm going to be thinking about all day tomorrow. And for those who are still in chat, those who were kind of came through and left, those who are watching the video back, I appreciate you too. So thank you for being here for that if you were here live, and thank you for watching the VOD back if that's what you chose to do. Just remember to subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 2,000 subs. Big giveaway at 2,000. Join the Discord if you'd like. The link should be in the description of this video. It should be in the description of my channel. We'd love to see you in the Discord. Love to get you on a match of streamed Commander. And just if you have a deck you want to share, a card you want to talk about, that's where we do that, in the Discord. But that is going to do it for us here tonight. So again, thank you to my guests for playing. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I am your friendly blue mage, Azoreign, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.